And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Off play action. King. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school, he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
33. 50, Bravo. I got you, son.
From the gun, Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
First carry now for Jordan Howard. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
Check 59. Mike is 59. 59. Push him back.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st.
And the Buccaneers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On second down, here's Barkley. And he's taken down inside the 30. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Throwing on first down, King. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
At the 28-yard line.
Ready? Mark, 59, mark. Check, 59. Here we go.
On second down now, Barkley. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And the ball is knocked out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. This defense hasn't let them in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 8 on the year. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. A good run on first down. It's got him very close to the line to gain, just shy of the 35. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Hunt, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run with Hunt on second down. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher third down looming. On third down, Mayfield. And he completes it to Hunt. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
To throw is King. Looking to throw on second down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
King now on third down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Mayfield now. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Hunt. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. On 2nd and 15 now. Mayfield gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
3rd and long for Mayfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you got to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. On 4th down, they snap it to Mayfield. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Now they air it out to start the drive, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And an alley to run. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Saquon Barkley. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Gay is on for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A loss of 2 there, second down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yard.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Show them. Check 3, check 3.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Going up top for Miller. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
Now here's a pass on 1st down. It's knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Check 180. Hey, alert, 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 alert. Yeah, I got you.
Throwing, Mayfield. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
Now on fourth down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Taken down at the 2-yard line. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Here's first and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to... And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. It's their quarterback. In the final seconds of the first half, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
That's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook, but even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Flush to his right. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 39-yard line.
Now it's Hunt. And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Hey, alert, 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 alert! Alert, 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 alert!
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Here's King on 1st and 10. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers, and on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
On 2nd down now, Barkley. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Again, it's Barkley. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run for it with Barkley. Saquon Barkley denied on 4th down. And this Browns defense stands tall. Well, they knew who to turn to on 4th down. Their horse, they needed the short yardage. He just couldn't get it.
And that's the surprise, because normally that's bread and butter for them, right? Handed to the big.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Devin White able to record his 5th sack of the season. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Hurry, hurry! Watch the pass! Watch the pass! Hey! Wahoo! Check Mike 45. I got it!
To throw, Mayfield. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Mayfield looks to throw. But his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 29. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where, in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
You must be dreaming.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Their mobile, agile quarterback. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 28-0. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devin White in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here's Mayfield.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Despite being 0 for 4 converting these so far, I guess you're going to say 5th time's the charm. They're going again on 4th down. Back now in Tampa. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Mayfield will throw for it on 4th. And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 37. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Browns' 36-yard line.
Ready? Check the flag. 59. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They'll run with Barkley. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. A 1st down carry for Barkley won't lead to much as he'll take this forward for maybe a yard. It's 2nd down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see it.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's complete. They're going to get the 1st. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise as his guys continue to pour it on.
There's no doubt in my mind.
Did you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now. She's going.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
A big run by Kareem Hunt, 48 yards on the ground. A great run, but you know, this is probably where the offensive coordinator is saying, geez, we could have used a couple of these earlier in the game.
Yeah, he's probably telling the head coach, well, talk to the run game coordinator about that. I just called the plays. We should have had this going right from the beginning.
That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down. King off the play fake. Looking deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
The Bucs on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. King going deep this time. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Scott Miller, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started.
It's a party now. Hurry, hurry. Regular, regular, regular. Hey, Echo.
A 1st down throw for Mayfield. He's going to look deep for more. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Going up top for Miller. This is caught, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is... Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And his throw is incomplete.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post. come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs?
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic. Faking it. I can understand. You want to rub it in a little. You fake it when he snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the stuff she used to preserve.
Did the same. It smelled terrible. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And an alley to run. He's got a first down past the 30. And finally out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
First down and 10 yards to go.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. That, of course, all set up by the big run on the play prior. They took advantage right away with a touchdown throw.
And you mentioned advantage, probably taking advantage of their natural instinct after that previous play to be aggressive and rush towards the line of scrimmage. And instead, they were vulnerable to the pass.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over.
That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A big play that time for Cleveland. 65 yards. That one is caught by Hunt. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. That's complete right around the 8. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
At their own 11-yard line.
Here we go. Check. Pause. Hey, hold on. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come.
Now King. Off play action. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Olivier Vernon in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.